I want to look carefully at the Christmas bundles this year and tell you why you might want to think carefully before pulling the trigger. Hey guys, Jay here, welcome to Eons of Battle, and the holiday bundles have been revealed, and they're what you'd expect. It's the same as we've gotten before. It's a bunch of normal kits that have been shoved into one box for hopefully a discounted price. We got some Space Marines, of course, Adeptus Sororitas, Adeptus Mechanicus, Death Guard, Necrons, and Orcs. These boxes are something we rarely see from Games Workshop, a deal. But are they that good of a deal? I'll get into that later, but first let's take a closer look at these boxes. The Space Marine Battle Force Shield Breaker Strike Force. This kit looks pretty great. It is loaded up with troops, and I think that might make it a little bit better for a new Space Marine player than an existing Space Marine player, as most people probably already have Intercessors, Assault Intercessors, and Blade Guard veterans. But all in all, this looks like a great box completely loaded up with stuff. The Adeptus Sororitas Battle Force Purgatos Mission. This box is dope. The Dogmata and Celestine Sanker Saints are pretty new, and a lot of players probably don't have them already, and you can't go wrong with the good old Battle Sisters squad. And it's great to see two of the most expensive kits available to the Sisters of Battle, the two tanks available in the discount box. I think this box would be really good for veterans and newbies. The Adeptus Mechanicus Battle Force, the Omnissiah's Talon. This box looks great, and this is what I like to see from a Christmas box, a little bit of everything. I particularly love the Cerberus Raiders and the Petraxi Sky Stalkers. They're just fun models, and I bet this box wouldn't make a lot of sense tactically, but it looks like a really fun box. The Death Guard Battle Force Plague Fester Warband. I'd say this box is okay. The Death Guard don't have as many unique units as other armies, so what's in this box is kind of what you'd expect. But it's still pretty good, you can't go wrong with Death Guards, and maybe the only problem is the 3 Myphetic Blight Haulers. You have to really like those models to want all 3. The Necron Battle Force, the World Scour Legions. Wonderful box, really good picks. It's everything that didn't come in the Indominus or the Necron Combat Patrol. The Psychomancer is dope, and it's really good to get a discount on the flayed ones because they are super expensive. If there's one thing I didn't like, it's probably the 2 Doomstalkers. It feels a little redundant. And I know redundancy is really good in-game, but it's Christmas. I would have liked to see one more different unit. That's just more fun for me. And the Orc Battle Force, the Kildaka Warband. I think this one might be kinda bad. I don't know, I would only recommend this to a new Orc player because I don't think any Orc player out there needs more Gretchen, more boys, and more knobs. And speaking of the boys, it's a bizarre pick where they have the Monopose boys from the new Combat Patrol. And they're good models, but anybody who already bought the Combat Patrol is not gonna want 20 more of those boys. It's just kinda weird. It also has the Flyer, and Flyers aren't everybody's cup of tea. The Deathkiller War Trike is pretty cool, and it's nice to see the Big Mac with Shock Attack Gun make an appearance. But overall, it just seems kinda meh, in my opinion. So that was all the boxes, and taking another look at them in terms of value, I've broken it down based on Games Workshop retail and friendly local game store 15% off. The Space Marine Start Collecting is gonna be $330 retail from Games Workshop or $280.50 parceled out from a friendly local game store with the 15% off. This one is probably the most money or the most savings, but I feel like the savings are a little bit lessened because of the Space Marine tax. Space Marine kits are just really expensive. Most armies don't spend $60 for their elite infantry and $65 for their medium vehicles. Yet. The Sisters of Battle Force comes to $305 retail from Games Workshop or $259.25 parceled out from a friendly local game store. This one is good, and you'll see a trend. The Adeptus Mechanicus Battle Force, the Omnissiah's Talon, comes out to $303 retail from Games Workshop or $257.55 parceled out from a friendly local game store with a 15% off deal. The Death Guard Battle Force Plague Fest Warband comes out to $310 retail from Games Workshop and $263.50 from a friendly local game store. The Necron Battle Force is $300 even retail from Games Workshop and $255 parceled out from a friendly local game store. And the Orc Battle Force Kildaka Warband comes out to a frustratingly low $286 retail from Games Workshop or $243.10 parceled out from a friendly local game store. The clear loser. And it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I guess one of them had to be low. So we don't know the official prices yet, but if Games Workshop decides to charge $250, there's essentially no deal. You'd be paying right around what you would be paying if you bought all the stuff from a friendly local game store or non-Games Workshop online retailer for 15% off. If they do charge $200 like they have in the past, then it is a deal, but I don't know if it's a great deal. And $200 is what they charged for last year's bundles, although there was a little $10 weirdness going on. The Astra Militarum Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines were all $200 even, but the Tau, Tyranids, and Necrons were all $210. And I can't really imagine how they worked that out. Would a $10 loss on 3 of the Christmas boxes really have killed their profit margin last year? Kinda odd. I wonder if it was a way to test consumers to see if they would be willing to cross that $200 threshold. I don't know, that's complete baseless speculation. But it's almost certain that these boxes will cost right around $200 and they will be a deal. But I think it's a little bit dangerous to only look at these things from a Games Workshop perspective. Now you might think, wow, look at those Necrons, $300 of value for only $200, sign me up. But that's looking at things incorrectly in my opinion. Games Workshop does offer other retailers to sell their stuff for a maximum of 15% off, and that is really nice. It means that we can buy from our friendly local game stores and favorite online retailers, and it basically means that Games Workshop official sources like Warhammer stores and their online store are the least attractive places to buy Games Workshop models from. It does devalue their product just a little bit. When I think about Intercessor Space Marines, I don't think of them as a $60 kit. I think of them as a $51 kit because that is the price I know I can get them for. So that Necron box has $300 of value and is being sold for $200, but I don't consider that a $100 savings because I never would have bought all that stuff new from Games Workshop retail. I would have gone to an independent retailer and got a deal. So it's really a savings of $55. And it would be $45 if the box costs $210 like it did last year. And for $45, that's not really a savings that really lights a fire under me to get in on the deal and make sure that I get a copy. If the savings of these boxes was like 50%, I would dude perfect my credit card from here, have it helicopter across town and land in the card reader of my Warhammer store. But the deal isn't 50% off, it's just a medium deal. It's a deal for sure, but it's not a big one. And it takes a big chunk of change to unlock that medium-sized deal. So if you have your eye on one of these bundles and you got $200 burning a hole in your pocket and you know that you want every single model kit that comes in that box, then for sure try and pick it up. But for me and the savings offered by these boxes, they're just not that exciting. You really get about one thing free in each box, and that is still pretty darn good for Games Workshop. But for me, I think this Christmas season, I'll probably just maybe pick up one thing to work on after turkey time and call it a day. In addition to the occasional opinion piece like this, we make simple wargaming tutorials every single week, and if you find them helpful, you might consider supporting us over on Patreon. Over there, you're gonna get access to some behind the scenes, voting on what models to paint live on YouTube, a live hobby hangout every week, terrain STLs, and more exclusive content. If you enjoyed hearing me ramble about all the Christmas boxes, you might be interested in this video where I talk about all the best Age of Sigmar models. In this video, 40k losers critique Age of Sigmar centerpiece models. Find this video and lots more like it on our channel. But that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.